All right, I'm just going to wait a little bit, see who shows up. And as of as per usual. Oh, wait, gotta shut the shut the sound off. I was just casting on for the mini. I am going to get the chat window open so I can see what's happening, who's where. Where is? Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to get chat going over here. This is not the window I usually like. Hi, all. Okay. Just going to see who comes in. Gonna wait for a second. I have a ginormous pile of yarn at my feet. Hold on, I'm just gonna check one thing over here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the chat is going on this screen. I can see that. Hello. All right. Okay. Hi. I have so much yarn. I have so many pictures. I have so much to tell you. Let's see. I'm just going to wait for a couple minutes for some more peeps to come in. I'm trying this 2-monitor system, but this might bug me. So I'm going to see if I can get it going on this screen. I don't know why. I don't know why my live is not showing up on my own monitor. That is super annoying. It's only showing up on my laptop. But I'm here, right? I'm here. I'm alive. Am I live? Why can I never tell if I'm alive? Okay, I'm alive. Hello. Welcome. Okay, folks are still coming in. I don't know why I can't get it going on the main screen, but I'm going to try one more thing because this is going to bug me having 2 monitors going. I really want to close this one so that I can focus on all of you and on yarn and on pictures. I'm a hot mess. All right, hold on. And then if this one doesn't work, I'm going to give up. Okay, good. So I had to refresh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I can put this away and make room for yarn. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see folks. I have about 1 billion pictures and about a ton of yarn. So I want to tell you a little bit about our trip to Madrid, which was, as I went through the pictures, I found that the pictures were yarn, food, architecture, yarn, food, architecture, yarn, food, architecture, rinse, repeat. It was an absolutely amazing trip. We have some folks that were in Madrid here in the chat. So I'm just going to show you, some pictures, but I know what you really want to see is all of the yarn. So you know what? Until I unpacked, I didn't really realize how much yarn I bought. It was a lot. And I also found this, which is so sad. It is the only remaining yarn left from the La Mancha tam that I knit for the retreat and then left in Madrid. Very sad. Look at the beautiful color. So I am knitting another one, but I had to put a pause on it to get the new video sweater class ready. And I've been knitting up my minis. I'll tell you all about that later. Okay, so I just want to show you some of the pictures that I had from Madrid. So, oh, did I just lose my head? Wait, can't tell. Oh yeah, I did lose my head. Sorry. Okay. There's like a little delay on the YouTube, so I couldn't tell. So the very first day I got there the day before everyone else showed up. And of course, the first thing I had to do was shop for cheese. Um, the one thing about Madrid is the food's amazing and the architecture is amazing. And I loved the street art. I loved just wandering around, looking at everything there was to look at. And I realized all these photos are on live. So there's like, as I scroll through them, there's that moment of like, before it tunes in. So I'm going to kind of whiz through the first couple days here. That's me just taking a walk, showing off my knitting. Does anyone else go to museums and look for anything knitting related in the art? So this was a photography exhibit at one of the museums I went to the first day. And of course, I noticed knitting, more knitting. Okay, so anyway, then the fabulous group arrived and we had our welcome brunch and it was time to go shopping. So our first stop was heading to Miss Kit's and we picked out gorgeous yarn. I did not include the pictures of the yarn I bought because I instead have the yarn here in real life to show you. Oh, that was weird. Oh, I see why. Because it's a video. Oh, that's going to freak me out. Okay. That's just me winding yarn. It's not really interesting, so I'm going to keep going. That's the only shot I have of the beautiful Miss Kit's, like showing all the colors, because it was a gorgeous yarn store. Ooh, how do I stop this? But then we decided, a group of us decided we had to go see a couple more yarn shops, and it was really interesting because Miss Kit's was more like a traditional yarn shop that we're used to in the States or in Europe, in Norway, in Scotland. But a lot of the other shops that we went to had their yarn kind of behind glass. And one of them, I can't remember if it was this one or the one before, you could buy by the gram. So they had like giant, you know, skeins of yarn. They had, oh my God, my brain's broken. I'm so tired, you guys. Cones of yarn. And you could just say exactly how much you want it by weight, which was pretty cool. Again, going to a museum, looking for anything that is fiber related in the art. I don't know. Fiber related. Okay. So the second day we headed to one of the big events that we came to see, which is Love Yarn Festival in Madrid. So we're checking out the map. This is, I couldn't even get the whole festival in one shot. There were so many booths. I did it in 2 half days. So then I went to my class in the afternoon, and the first day I decided I wasn't going to shop, although I broke that rule a little bit, but I was going to get the lay of the land. I was going to take all my notes. And then the second day I shopped. I had already shopped at Miss Kit's, and then, oh, there was so much more shopping to come. I honestly had no idea how much I bought until I unpacked. So I just kind of took a little like overview video from the balcony. And one of the things I really liked about the setup is they had an outdoor with food trucks, which was awesome. But they had this balcony all the way around where you could sit and you could take a load off, you could knit, you could have food. It was really nice. So this was my first day where I was just snapping photos of things that I thought I wanted to buy, which was a lot, as it turns out. Oh, I loved this because you do not need to be able to read the language to know that, shh, I'm counting. I just thought, yeah, that's a universal situation in knitting. Oh my God, I put so many pictures in here. I didn't mean to. Ah! I forgot to go back and buy that yarn. That's one of the ones I really wanted to buy. And just seeing the photo now, I realize I forgot. Yarnity. I'm going to show you the yarn I got from there. It was amazing. Okay, so then I took a fabulous class from Amy, some of her tips and tricks, which was quite fun. She taught us a lot of the things that her mother taught her, which is really lovely. And there I am holding my little bitty sample of some of the hems. It was mostly about these folded hems that were quite lovely. There we are. Aren't we adorable? Okay, I have to go through these faster because, oh my goodness, I'm only like day 2. So the hotel was amazing, and we had this great lounge area, and one of the evenings we just had tapas and we looked at each other's purchases. So there were a lot of folks who did do some hardcore shopping in day 1. I did not. So this is some of the purchases that we were doing, purchase show and tell, which was really fun. Gave me a sense of what other people were buying. Got me very excited to go back to day 2. I barely even bought anything yet. Oh my God, so many cute things. So has anyone ever gone on a knitting retreat and then you do show and tell of your purchases? It is quite enjoyable. All right, I'm going to go through these quickly because, oh my God, there are so many. I really should have weeded these pictures out just a little bit. Yarn, more yarn, more yarn. Oh, bags. So many cute bags. Oh my gosh, so many cute bags. All right, I gotta get through these. I really should have weeded these out. Okay, now I am back to day 2, and this, I'm going to show you the yarn from here. This is one of the places I got the sweater quantities of. I absolutely loved this yarn. So this was my hardcore shopping day. We took a little break and we had a meetup with Carol Feller that was very fun, where folks got to unpack more yarn they purchased. As you can see, we were very good for the Spanish economy, I believe. Oh, there's Amy showing off some of her goodies. Okay, that was me. I didn't think I had that photo in. That was me saying, move the camera up because otherwise we're all going to look old. I did not mean to put that photo in. That's the photo I meant to put in. So we had a lovely little meetup. Carol Feller's group was just at the end of their tour, and I was at the beginning of mine, so we kind of met in the middle and got to hang out. So that's us in our meetup, which was very fun. Oh my God, I really did not edit photos very well. Holy moly, I really thought I edited these. More yarn from Yarnity, which was so great. I think I opened the wrong folder is the problem. I might have opened the wrong folder. The street art was amazing. Oh yeah, I did open the wrong folder because I did not have all of this stuff in. All right, I'm going to keep going. So after we finished the Yarn Festival, which was the first, was day 2 and 3, some of us went out to dinner for tapas that night, and the food was amazing. We ordered probably almost everything on the menu, which was crazy. Oh, it was a birthday. It was our birthday girl. That was very fun. This is Cecilia. She was our lovely guide, and that little flag was knit for her the year before by Laura Nelkin's group, and she still used it, which I thought was adorable. This is where I got a ton of great clothes and bags. This is the El Rastro Market, and it was huge. I could have stayed there all day. I got so much stuff there. This is just a tiny little glimpse of it, but it was absolutely huge, and I loved the antique area. It jutted off in all these different streets. I thought it was going to be one kind of main square area, but it was tons of different areas, which was really cool. And I found that this one area that led to all the antiques. And I love just piles of, you know, typewriters and clocks and watches. And there were just so many cool things. I really loved this. Oh, the sewing machines were gorgeous. I loved those sewing machines. They were really beautiful. So I loved that market. It was fabulous. And then then we went to the palace, and Cecilia had to run and save some people who got stuck outside the gate. So that's Joy taking over being the keeper of the flag. So the palace was really amazing, and we had to do a quick rearrange of our schedule because there was a state visit that happened on the day we were supposed to go to the palace. So Cecilia and the gang at Knitting Tours did an amazing job kind of rearranging our schedule, because this is an actual palace, which means when there's visiting, you know, presidents and dignitaries, we all get kicked out. So we were able to go a couple days later and get a really amazing tour. And yeah, I took a lot of detail shots. I did not share half of the detail shots that I took, but every little nook and cranny of every room was so astonishing. Highly recommend going to the palace. This is just one of the legs of a table. It was so cool. It was extremely cool. So the palace was great. Took way too many photos. There's the throne room, and they did not let us sit in the throne. I thought that was very rude, but you know. Next, we headed off to the costume museum, and this was amazing. It went kind of chronologically, and some of the earlier waistcoats, the detailing on them was so intricate, and the stockings were stunning. I mean, look at these things. These are just shockingly amazing. So I loved this museum. This was extremely cool. Again, I could have stayed there all day. The Matador coats were killer. I loved this period. Like I said, it goes chronologically, so we're getting into the 20s. That's some of our group. It's not all of us, but it's some of us. It was a genuinely fabulous group. We have some folks here. Say hello if you're in the chat. For some reason, it was like day 4 before I noticed the sign on the bus, which I enjoyed. Okay. More food, more eating. We had a fabulous dinner in the hotel, like a big welcome dinner. I have no idea. I included this photo because I remember we had an evening where we hung out and we were knitting in the hotel, and there were all these little wonderful lounges to knit in. But one of them was kind of dark, so we were knitting in the atrium. And I remember taking a photo of the yarn hooked around the wine glass, but I don't remember what we were doing. So, you know, drinking and wine, it's a beautiful thing. You know, there's the lounge, and of course, knitting and slippers couldn't be better. Food, more food. I taught my class at a great venue that was really beautiful, and everyone was adorable. And then look, we headed out for more food. So all I can say about Knitting Madrid is we eat, we knit, we drink, we eat, we knit, we drink, repeat. Okay, I can't remember what amazing cathedral this is. Or where are we now? Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that was in Madrid. Okay, now we're in cooking class. So cooking class was fantastic. We all were put into teams of 2. Everything was pre-measured out. I especially asked for a cooking class for Madrid because we did a cooking class in Affinity Scotland, and it turned out to be one of the most popular things. But in Affinity Scotland, we all cooked, and then we all sat down and ate. Here, because it's tapas, we cooked, and then we ate. Then we cooked the next dish, and then we ate. So we didn't go down into the dining room until the main course, but by then I was like incredibly full because I think there were 5 tapas courses we made, and we got to drink while we cooked, which could not have been more delightful, and there was some shenanigans where I thought we were going to get in trouble. Occasionally we did get in trouble. And there was fire. So David got to light the fire. I got to be frightened and stand back, really far back. But that was delicious. I was very excited by the fire. So yeah, the food was amazing. And then we went down into... that was definitely not me with the tongs. No, not at all. Then we went downstairs and they told us about this area that they did not know was there when they purchased the location. And they were doing some kind of renovation. I forgot what he said, something with a water line. And they discovered there was this whole wine cellar. And there was all this wine, and he said the wine was terrible, and then there was a lot of gin, and he said, and the gin was very good. So yeah, they converted the whole thing into the dining area, and that's where we had our dinner. Next up, it was time to get on the bus the next morning, and we had one of the most spectacular days, which was going to Wool Dreamers. So we got to see sheep. We got to see yarn being made, and then we got to buy yarn, which was pretty great. So there we all are staring at the sheep. The poor folks from Wool Dreamers were trying to give us like a little history of Spanish wool, but we were too distracted by sheep. Oh yeah, okay. So every time I took one of these photos, I would then say, okay, now we'll do a silly one. It's just a little running joke. More sheep. Okay. So we went all around the factory, all around the mill, and saw how the yarn was made. And we went into this one room where, yeah, that's wool. And of course, that had to happen. And then we had to have wool snow angels. Because that's how we roll. So there you go. So Wool Dreamers was incredible. And then we drove into what they call, La Mancha country. We got to see the windmills. Oh wait, there's still more yarn. More yarn. More yarn. More creating yarn. We haven't even gotten to the buying yarn. I love going to the mills. It reminded me of when I go to Green Mountain Spinnery, which, it reminded me of Green Mountain Spinnery. It's also reminded me of when I go and teach at Harrisville, which is coming up in May, which I'm very excited about. The scarves were gorgeous, and I'm really, really sad I didn't buy one along with the bags, but I did get some yarn, a lot of yarn. Not as much as I should have. Really, really, really should have bought more. I kind of wasn't thinking about how incredible the prices were when you're there. Because, no import tax, etc. Next up, we went to this castle that was gorgeous. Lots of beautiful views and places to knit. Sit and knit. Hold up your knitting in front of... Oh, that's my mini. I'll show you the mini in a second. This is Christiane, who was our bus driver, who was adorable and couldn't resist posing by a sword. Oh, look, we're eating again. Then we headed to the windmills. And then we headed to the winery because we have to knit, eat, drink, repeat. Knit, eat, drink, repeat. Because that's how we roll. If you're ever in a bus with one of those trays that has the cup holder, I found that if the tray is folded up and you just shove your ball of yarn in there, it makes a fabulous little knitting holder. Oh look, I'm doing this. I just joined the sleeve cap for the mini. It's the next thing I have to tell you all about. Then we went to Toledo, which was gorgeous. The cathedral was amazing. I went to the Jewish Quarter, which was really, really cool. Oh, look how far along the mini is coming. I'll show that to you next. The cathedral was wild. It was completely wild. It was huge, and the ceilings were amazing. I feel like I'm going fast, but also because I can't believe how many pictures I put in here. But don't worry, Toledo is the end of the trip. In case you're like, oh my God, I want to see the yarn. The yarn is coming. Don't worry. So we headed down to the Jewish Quarter. Down, down, down we went. And we saw a couple synagogues that were really beautiful. And I took photos of lots of the tile work because I thought it was kind of inspiring for knitting design later. And then we had our farewell dinner and we saw some flamenco dancing and it was incredible. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how many photos I put in there. I'm so sorry. That was a lot. That was more photos than I meant to put in there. But now I want to show you the yarn. By the way, does anyone have any questions at all about Madrid while I fetch yarn? Like I said, I bought way more than I thought. And I bought a lot of like garment quantities. So I have 3 of these guys that are beautiful. I'm going to put this on the overhead too so that we can see. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. So I can never tell whether the color really shows up. Like this is this beautiful, beautiful teal. This is all hand dyed. And this is hand dyed in our little Barcelona, in our little studio in Barcelona. So I got 3 of these. Then I went to, okay, I just have to start unpacking. I'm going to unpack a lot at once so that I can show you everything. I'll go to the overhead and just show you everything. Because, like I said, I really did not realize I brought this much. Okay, that's just one bag. All right, let's see. So at Miss Kit's, I got this. So I picked this up at Miss Kit's. So again, this is all, I only got local stuff and stuff that I would not see anyplace else. So this is kind of toothy and delicious. But the other thing, they had a lot of fabulous stuff at Miss Kit's was mohair. So I have this mohair silk that is beautiful. Oh, did I just, uh-oh. I can't tell if I'm still here. Am I still here? Yeah, I think I'm still here. Someone tell me if I'm still here. I can't tell. It froze over here. Am I still here? I hope I am. Okay. I realized I can't see on the monitor what I'm showing. So someone tell me if I'm still here. Oh, okay, I'm still here. So I got all of this, which was so beautiful. But then wait, there's more. I also got this. oh my gosh. So I have no idea what I'm doing with any of this. And this is different yardage, so I won't be able to double strand them, or maybe I'll do something where I'll double strand a section, then I'll work just with this, then I'll double strand another section. But again, this is just gorgeous. And you know what else I never realized until I start to unpack? Is anyone seeing? Is anyone seeing? Is anyone seeing a color theme? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah. I never noticed that until I start to unpack too. But you know, what are you going to do? Okay. Then I got this from Yarnity. And Yarnity, it was this, there was so much at Yarnity. I kind of didn't know exactly where to start. But this was, I got a lot of wool and I got a lot of mohair. So I thought I would get this silk. So this is 100% silk. It's 100%, I forgot what kind of silk. But it's, I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, it's not the shiny silk. It's sort of the really lovely, toothy, cottony silk. But I was super sad that I saw this color that I loved, and I wanted to get 3 of them, and she was out. And one of the things they do at Yarnity is she creates colorways that are based on, inspired by paintings. So she had a whole wall where she showed the paintings, and then the yarn that that it inspired. And I fell in love with one of the colorways, and it wasn't there. So I was sad. But then I got this in the mail. It is so gorgeous. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this is White Lily by Georgia O'Keeffe. And it's just purples and blues and creams, and it is absolute gorgeousness. And she just sent it to me as a little prezi. How unbelievably nice is that? I just thought that was so incredibly nice. Now, we're not done with the teals yet. Holy moly, I'm like literally surrounded by teal. This is so embarrassing. But there's actually a little bit of red involved. I guess I just don't notice when I start to buy that everything's the same color. Oh my goodness. As I'm wearing turquoise. Okay, next up, it's time for Wool Dreamers. And I got a sweater quantity of this, which I'll show you on the overhead camera. And then I got a little of La Mancha Lopi to try out. So this is the lighter version of Moda. This is what I made the hat out of. So I thought it would be fun to make something, I'm thinking a vest out of this. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous color. And then I got one of the La Mancha Lopi to play with so I can see what I want to do with it. And then I'll order more. So you have seen nothing but blues and teals and greens. Ooh, Leslie, as a weaver, I'd whip up something. You know, I don't know how to weave yet, but I've decided it's David's retirement career, even though he says he hasn't decided that. Okay, next up in the sweater quantities. Now, finally, look, we're at a different color. Can you believe it? So I got 2 of these, and this is, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but this is so soft. This is incredibly beautiful, tweedy, flecky tweed, and I've never, I mean, this is This is 100%, oh, 100% something. Oh, no, it's wool. But it is, it's like, it is butter soft. Then there was a company that was all about, it was all about bringing back the Spanish wool. And I absolutely loved this. And I got 5, how many did I get of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got 6 of these. And just one of this color. Again, I don't know if you can see the color. It's like a beautiful wine color. It's looking really dark in my monitor. I don't know how it's coming out. So I'm thinking I'm going to do some kind of one simple color work yoke, something with that, with the accent color. So is that all? Yeah, I think that's all. I bought way more. I think I bought more in Madrid than I even did in Scotland, if you can believe it. But I've started to give away some of the yarn that I've been acquiring in my travels. So I wanted to tell you guys about a couple more things before I have to eat dinner, because I've been filming all day. Oh, I also got these. I got these little buttons that I thought were super cute. Aw, and she tossed in this one. You got to choose one reject button, which I really love that reject button. Okay, anyway, next up is I wanted to tell you about the newest video sweater class, which is Simone. So I'm wearing one of the Simones. This is another one. It's a customized bottom-up yoke sweater class. And for those of you who are in my newsletter group, you got first crack. So I invited my newsletter group to register first because I knew the yarn colors were going to sell out quickly for those people that were ordering. This is the gorgeous Green Mountain Spinnery. And sure enough, we've already sold out of some colors. Hopefully we're going to get more stock in, I'm hoping by the end of April, but it might not be till May. So all of which is to say, it's a good thing to subscribe to the newsletter because you all get first crack at things. So it's going to open up to the public on Friday. On Friday, actually. I'm just going to bring up one. Hold on. Oops. Ooh, I was going to show it to you, but there we go. So this is it. Simone. It's named after my friend's baby. So it's 2 fully written, fully charted patterns. They each come in 12 sizes, but the video sweater class is going to teach you all about how to customize your perfect yoke. So the class is as much or as little as you want to do, meaning there's going to be a lot of content for the more experienced knitters. Where's the curriculum? Oh, I thought I put the curriculum on. Oops. I'll have to turn that one on. But if you've never knit a yoke sweater, you'll certainly learn a ton about knitting yoke sweaters just by choosing which one you want to knit and following one of the 12 sizes. One of the things I always do, which is now buried here somewhere, is we make a little mini. So, oops, that's a sleeve. So this is the mini of the tee, and you get to learn all the little skills and practice all the little skills on the mini. And I'm working on the mini right now of the top. I'm filming tutorials. I film the skill tutorials using the mini. So I'm just filming the tutorials on joining the sleeve. And you're going to learn all sorts of fun tricks like my custom graft, which is different than a traditional graft, which allows you, if I shall lift up my arm, to graft with absolutely no hole at all and no weird thing where you have to take the tail and like duplicate stitch over the hole. No. None of that nonsense. So I wanted to tell you about that. And the other three things I wanted to tell you about. People are very not chatty today. Usually the chat is like so chatty, unless, oh, wait a minute, why is this not moving? Oh no, have I like not seen chat? Oh no, you're really not chatty. It's okay. The other two things I want to tell you about is Knit for Food is April 5th. And this is a fundraiser that is very near and dear to my heart. It was started by my dear friend Laura Nelkin, and this is my 5th year doing it. It's the 5th year of Knit for Food. And I have a Team Stitch Up. And if you want to fundraise and be part of Team Stitch Up, that would be amazing. You just you just join the team. So you can find the link right on my homepage, right there. You can just click right on the homepage and you'll go right to my team page. You can join the team or you can just contribute to the team, which would be awesome. In 4 years, knitters have raised $1.25 million. So that is, to me, just absolutely mind-blowing. So it's divided equally between 4 charities: World Central Kitchen, Meals on Wheels, No Kid Hungry, and Feeding America. And all the money goes there. Laura does everything. Laura has a couple volunteers that help her, and this is like her main job in the spring, and takes nothing for administrative costs. So it's really amazing. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about was also on, I should put that on my homepage, but it's not. You can get to the link on my Instagram, but I'm doing 2 things on Instagram I wanted to tell you about. One is we're doing a technique along. So remember I mentioned giving away yarn. I've been giving away yarn from my travels to Norway and Scotland and Iceland. And every month we're doing a technique along for the workbook. So we're just about to finish lesson 2, and next month we're starting lesson 3. And you can find, just by clicking the workbook highlight on my homepage on Instagram, you can find all of the old videos. So you can find all the old lessons and you can catch up. So that's kind of fun. And then you use hashtag knitting bag of tricks workbook, and I choose one random winner every month and I ship yarn. So that's kind of fun. And the other contest that's going on right now that you can enter through my link in the bio is Guess the Stars of Knit Stars. So it's an opportunity to win $1,300. I put it in the newsletter. You can also find it on my Instagram and link in bio. You just have to find one of the posts. But from time to time, I put it in stories. Let me find one. Oh, here it is. What is Knit Stars? So you click on that one, and it'll take you to the page that has video clues. So every couple of, every couple of weeks, there's a video clue that comes out for you to guess the stars. And whoever guesses, I guess, comes close to guessing all 15 stars, wins $1,300. I'm not sure why the random number of 13. It's the 10th anniversary. There's 15. I don't know. So that was the other thing I wanted to tell you about. And I think that was all. So I want to show you my yarn. I want to show you the pictures, tell you about Knit for Food, tell you about Simone. Oh, Lori's Simone yarn got there today. Oh, you're swatching already. Okay. Well, I just filmed. The class will officially launch. I mean, the intro lessons will launch on Friday, and there are swatching videos there that teach you the speed swatch, my speed swatch method. So if you want to kind of hang until Friday, Friday is when all the initial videos get released. So there'll be videos on reading the schematic, on how to pick the right size, on swatching, on lace skills, because you need the lace skills for the swatching, and the introduction of the pattern, which shows the schematic and all of your charts. But if you're starting just with the stockinette swatch, if you already have my book, just check chapter 6 for the speed swatch method, my speed swatch method. Or I just realized it is one of the most recent videos for the Technique Along. So you can find it on my homepage. You can just scroll down. There it is, the green swatch. This is one of the Technique Along lessons that actually shows the speed swatch method where you don't have any floats going across the back. So that's kind of fun. Okay. I got it in time. Well, I was going to do half an hour, but it's 45 minutes. But, you know, what are you going to do? I have so many videos to edit to get ready for part 1 to launch, because I'm running as fast as I can. Where I think the last video sweater class, I had everything edited and in the can before we went on sale. This time, the first batch of videos launches on Friday. Then the full pattern drops on April 14th, and the next batch of videos go live, which is for the body and the sleeves, and also some of the customizing tutorials. And then May something is when the yoke video tutorials go live. So yeah, I'm filming as fast as I can. So, all right. Thank you all for sharing my little video recap. And if anyone has any questions about Simone, like I said, it goes on sale officially on Friday to the public. So there'll be a blog that goes live on my website. It's going to be really fun. You can get 1 or 2 sweaters out of it. There'll be modifications for everything. If you want to change the sleeve length, if you want to change the body length, if you want to change the body shape to make it straight, or double taper with waist shaping. If you want a deeper neck, how you do that. If you want a wider neck, a shallower neck. If you have a large difference between upper chest, between upper torso and full chest, and you want to make adjustments for here. If you want to mix sizes, there's going to be tons of tutorials. So that's it. I'm going to go. Oh, I forgot to tell you, by the way, if you're looking at these videos and think, oh, I want to go on a trip. If you go to my website, I'm going to go back up to the website. There are 2 more trips coming. And one of them had been sold out for a while. Let me go to my schedule. But we just had a couple of cancellations. So I'm going to check it right now to see if it still has space. And that is in August, the Rhine River cruise. And that's with me and Grocery Girl Knits and Cabin Boy Knits. And let's see if they have any space left. Oh, 2 spots. Okay, we've gone from 4 to 2 spots left. Excellent. And the other trip, let me go back here, is in November, and that's the Danube River cruise, and that's with me and Mary Jane Mucklestone. And that has, let's see what we have here. Sold out. So we have 2 spots left, 2 spots left. French balcony, there's spots. Outside balcony, there's spots. 2 spots left. Sold out, sold out. So there's still spots left on that one as well. And that is going to be cruising on the Danube River, seeing the holiday markets. So both river cruises are just knitters. It's a full charter. So we won't have to worry about any non-knitters staring at us going, what are you guys doing? Is that crochet? You're so young. I didn't know you knit. You know, stuff like that. Okay. I am, oh yay, Merritt. Oh yeah, I saw your kit. I've just placed that order, so that should be coming soon. I'm pretty sure yours is shipped already. In fact, I'm 99% sure that I remember putting a tracking number on yours. All right, I gotta go have dinner and edit more videos and maybe put away all of this yarn that is piled everywhere. Here, we'll take one last glance at the pile. Here we go. Okay. Say goodbye to all the yarn. Goodbye, yarn. Thank you all so much for showing up. And I realized that the YouTube lives have become my travel log lately. I think I did one after Norway and Iceland, and then I did one after Scotland, and now I did one after Madrid. So I'm gonna have to try to do these more regularly. I'll hop on and do one midway through Simone for sure. Okay. I'm gonna go.